think the drug court program is a really important program for the community, particularly in the New River Valley, because the rate of drug use is so prevalent.
Drugs are such a problem, such a problem. It permeates every aspect of our population. Most crimes are drug related, the vast majority.
This program is unique because of the intensity that it provides the participants, and so they're getting intensive treatment as well as intensive court intervention in the hopes that we kind of break that cycle of addiction and crime in the community.
It was pretty rough. You know, I was using on a daily basis since I was about 16. I can't remember a 3-day stretch, you know, that I didn't use drugs or have to lie or cheat or steal from, you know, somebody to get my drugs. So I mean, life was pretty much, you know, really bad, you know, so it's gotten a lot better.
The wake-up call was when the police kicked the door in and I seen fear in my mom's eyes. I see elderly woman come down here thinking she's coming to take care of her son, and here come the police. I ain't seen my mom since that day. November 6, 2013.
So getting off the ground, it was I think an initiative that Judge Long wanted to see come to fruition, and so he started reaching out to Rosemary Sullivan and James Pritchett with our agency to kind of start the process, and it really became a partnership between the judge, New River Valley Community Services, and probation and parole. Structure
and support. That's a simple way to say it. These people have never had structure in their life. They've been to rehab, but then they leave, and where are they? People go to prison for years. They leave, where are they? There's no support once they get out.
And this model truly is focused on the participants' recovery in all aspects of their lives. So we help them with, you know, kind of to address any barrier that they have that's going to impact their recovery and their treatment.
When I first came into treatment, it was tough because you know, I was still hanging around old friends and old places and stuff like that, and you know, I was just flirting with the devil pretty much, you know. And then once I, you know, got away from all that, you know, treatment's getting easier every day. You know, the groups are helping tremendously, and my support system and NA meetings and the Stepping Stones group, I mean, I couldn't have did it without it, you know, but it's getting easier.
When you're in that business, and that's what you look for people that's gonna be on your side and just gonna, you know, they'll die with you. These folks, they telling me that they'll live with me. I'd rather live.
Nobody wants to be addicted. They don't. Whatever reason they become addicted, whether it's just experiments or problems in their lives or maybe some mental issue, they don't want to be there. But they get there and then they can't get off. And there are not a lot of good programs that are successful. Sometimes, you know, they can self-help. Sometimes they can go to AA or NA, and those are great. It's just each program can help anybody a great deal. But nothing has the structure and support that the drug court has.
I think it's going great so far. I mean, the 2 participants we have are doing wonderful. Everybody seems on board. The community seems on board.
I'm very sincere when I say I'm just not up there talking. But if they fall, we're going to be there to pick them up. And we all feed off of each other. And I think and these 2 guys have really fed off of each other.
The thing that surprised me most is to watch how the 2 participants really support each other and how they work together. I don't think I envisioned that happening at all. And so, you know, they're very different participants from very different backgrounds. And really the one common thing they have is their substance abuse and their goal of recovery. And they have just been great at supporting each other and through this whole process.
It was a process. We didn't become addicted overnight. So it's a process to get sober, man.
You know, everything's kind of falling back in place because, I mean, it didn't happen just overnight, you know, so I don't expect it to heal overnight. But, you know, through work and counseling and stuff, I'm learning how to deal with it, you know, a lot easier.
Our goal would be to continue to grow the program so that we can hopefully reach more participants. We're going to hopefully be able to access funding in the near future so that we can do that. Hopefully our goal would be to grow it regionally because we've already had attorneys asking if it's available in other localities, so there's definitely a need for it in the other areas as well.
It's the most rewarding thing I've ever done. It's just unbelievable the success these drug courts have. And you take people, both of these young men you wouldn't believe where they were when they first came in here 5 months ago and where they are now.
A busy schedule and a structured schedule is what gets me through, life without thinking about using drugs.
Life is amazing these days, man. I can't even put a word on it. I got my own home. Get to see my kids regularly. Possibility of getting a job with America, a job. I've had one job in my life.
So, I mean, we're going to have failures for sure, and people are going to stump their toes. And, I know it's just the nature of the beast. I hope these guys don't, but they may. But we're going to be there to pick them up. We're going to be there to support them. And that's the key.
It really has been a very remarkable thing to be a part of and to kind of watch. It's one thing to write about it in theory and to hear, to think about how it might work and, how it might play out. But it really has been an impactful thing to be a part of and to watch and to see the impact that it's having on the participants' lives and the changes they've been able to make.